probably a month, 3 weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good enough to be showing you guys videos on this game. So I hope you guys start enjoying my videos. Today we're gonna go over some basic tutorial guides and things that maybe the game doesn't show you and stuff. Hopefully you guys learn something new. This is mostly for beginners, so if you're like an expert player, someone like high up, you probably won't learn anything from this. We're gonna go over some buttons, what they do, what the things on the screen are, and like basic things that most fighters don't have in their games. So without further ado, let's begin with the buttons. In this game there are 5 main buttons. There is A, B, C, D, and P. A and B are your normal buttons in a fighting game, light and medium. You have an auto combo for each button. That's an A auto combo. And that's a B auto combo. Now don't think everyone has the same auto combo. Carmine here has an A auto combo, which is pretty typical. But then some people have a 2-hit launcher, some people have so many different versions of their auto combo that you want to learn how to play your character and know what the auto combo is. These are your 2 main buttons you're going to be doing in a combo. Something like that, really simple. All I hit was A, B, B, A, stuff like that. So those are your 2 simple things. You have crouching, lows. Everyone's is different. I used to use Ragnar's down A and down B are both lows, but Carmine's down B is actually his anti-air. Most people's down B is their anti-air. Some people like Ragnar's here is just normal saying B. That's his anti-air. He is invulnerable from air attack, so you'll say where like just jump up like that, and Ragnar hit his anti-air, it would be invulnerable and he would actually do the damage and stuff like that. Carmine's is down B. Most characters are down B because of tactical mode and go into a character. Their down B would normally be it. Some people are just B, and there's rare characters where their A is their anti-air. So A, light, B, medium, typical buttons. C wouldn't be, I wouldn't call it your heavy unless you're doing like a skill like horizontal back or forward moves. I would call it the universal button. Every character has a universal overhead and low, and that is the C button. So if you hit C, it goes into this animation where you want to time for more damage. So if you hit it, you do all this animation, and when they're falling down is when you want to hit C again, and you get the Marvelous and you do extra damage. You get 4,480 damage. If I didn't hit it at the right time, I would have got 4,000 damage. So 400 more damage, pretty good amount of damage, and this game you do a lot of damage. Universal overhead. BlazBlue characters and Persona characters both have overheads that keep you on the ground and are quick. So you do that, Yosuke goes like that and brings back to the ground. Now, Ruby characters and in-birth characters both have overheads that jump, so they have more range, but they are more predictable since they are jumping. But you can see from over here, I'm just out of range, but that's pretty far for an overhead. So if I'm push block you, my friend actually have hit me from after me push blocking them. He jumps with his in-birth character and it hits me. So just depending on what genre, like anime you got your character from, Persona or in-birth, depends on your overhead. They also have a universal low, so everyone has a low. Ragnar has a low, Karma has a low, Yosuke is low, and Hager's low. Everyone's low, so that's why I call it the universal button. C is the universal button. D is nothing special, just a switch. There's nothing more to say. You can't switch in the air, and when you switch, if you do it at the right time, you are vulnerable for the moment you are switching, but you are a little open after the switch. I have had times where people try to hit me and I switch to get my health back, and they end up whiffing their hit because I'm switching. So just mind the fact of that. And then you have your partner button, which is really important to continue combos. Every character has 3 assists depending on the direction you're hitting, be it forward and switch. I mean, forward and partner. 90% of the characters it is a projectile. back and partner, it is more of like a get off me tool and combo continuer, or partner switch in combo continuer. So I go like the Ragna and I hit back and partner, and I wrong button. If I do back and partner and I switch, see, I was able to continue the combo. So you just want to keep in fact that some characters are easier to do. Karma is really hard to do. As you see, the timing is a little harder, but you can do it with most characters, so just learn what their assists are. And just hitting it raw while doing a forward or backwards direction is just more of a combo continuer button. It's really good for restands and keeping up a combo. You do like an air combo, bring it back to the ground. Some characters are easier to do, and you just hit this, and then you keep your combo going. This will be really important for your Resonance Blaze level, but I'll get to that later. Now we're going to go to the gauges at the bottom. Those are really important for you to keep track of because they are going to determine the type of the game. You have your skill gauge, the one that's orange and the number 5 on it. This is used for a couple of things actually in this game. It's obviously used for distortions. There's supers in the game, something like this. Uses 2 bars, which you would think is a lot in this game, so you only get to 5, but you do recharge bar really fast in this game. You won't even notice when you have like 5 because you just be in battle. So just mind the fact that it does cost 5. You also will be able to use it for EX moves, something like this, or like that uses 1 bar for EX versions of your core circle back and forward moves. So watch out for those. Some characters actually, like you see Ragna has a, like I'm pretty sure Blake or Yosuke, if you keep tapping the button, will keep using bars. So he just used 4 bars for a 3-hit move. That did pretty good damage, but you know, you don't want to use wasting that much bar. Also to know with EX versions of moves is that when you hit it, they're not able to get red bar. So if I did it like Corsical forward and light, they have red bar that can regen if it switch out. But when you do an EX version of a move, they are not giving red bar after the hit, and that health is permanent. So if you always want to do some permanent damage before they switch out, then throw in an EX move, and then that's a lot of damage. The partner or skill gauge is really important, mostly for defense in my opinion, but also offensive wise. This move is used for your partners and switching in and out. So if you're doing a combo and you switch in, as you see, I just used half of the bar. So if you're in the middle of a combo or middle of a block string and you call in your assist, you use half of that bar. Now, you don't want to be spamming this thinking, oh, it will regen. It regens quick, but you also want to use it defensively because after a combo, they can wake up with a DP and then start comboing you, and then you're gonna want to be able to use it. So let's have Yosuke try to do a combo, and now I can do it on me. If you hit partner and switch, you're able to break out of it. So if you hit the P and D, you're able to break out of a combo. Now this is only available if you have 2 bars of your skill gauge, not skill gauge, partner gauge, which you really want to be watching because you want this, because you do a lot of damage in the game. Some simple combo like this does like 1/3 of your health, which is a lot for a game that only gets 8 hits on. 1/3 of your health is a lot. If it did it 2 more times, you would have been dead. So just watch out when you do those type of moves. It's really important for defensive, as you've seen. I was able to get a combo, but you also is really good for offensively. You want to keep up a combo, you call your assist in, and then continue your combo. That little triangle part is the last thing we'll talk about on this little bottom part is your Resonance Blaze level, which you can gain more by calling in your partner. So let's go to default. It's at 1 bar when you start. And the more you call in your partner, the more you level up. You automatically start at level 1. And if you call in 3 times, you get to level 2. If you call in 2 more times, you get to level 3. And if you call in 2 more times, you get to level 4. Now, as I said, you can use it raw or in a combo, no matter how many times, as long as you're using As long as you use your partner 9 times, you get your resistance level to level 4. Now your resistance level is really important as your comeback tool, as it's the biggest thing that's gonna help you if you're in a losing situation. So if I go to resistance level, I'm at level 4. Now when I'm in this, I get 15 seconds to do anything I want. So first and foremost, you can the time stops. As you see, this time is shaking now. The time's at infinite for me, but if you're playing in a normal game, the time will stop while you're in resistance blade. So about for like 25 seconds, it will stop. Now the reason why I said 25 seconds is when you're doing a distortion move, time freezes. I'm gonna do a combo. My time stops 13 and 13.55 seconds, 56 seconds. So you will normally have the resistance blade depending on how much you use it between 15 and 25 seconds. You're not gonna have it for long, so you want to make it count. And depending on your resistance level, you also get extra bars. So I got 4, so 4 plus 5 is 9. If I had level 2, 5 plus 2 is 7. So depending on your resistance level, you get a certain amount of bar. Now, also depending on the level, depends on the tick damage you do. So if Yosuke was blocking right now, and I hit him with this, alright, let's not get health, not regen, and I do it, that's a lot of tick damage. That's a lot of tick damage. Now, if we go back and do this again, and have it level 1, and do it this as much as possible. Now, so when you're pumping out this, you want to have it at level 4 as much as possible, because you are doing tick damage anyway. You can't do tick damage without it, but like this, you're not doing that much tick damage. Now if you go into it, tick damage, you're doing so much. Now this is really helpful for comeback mechanics. You also regen red health constantly for the 15 seconds. And when you're comboing your opponent, when they can't block, their switch out mechanic when they're in a combo is cancelled out. So you see the X on the blue. The X on the blue is crossed out because you are not able to get out of the combo. They're blocked off from doing it. So you want it when you're coming back, you want to use it. Now again, you don't want to use it the moment you lose your character, because again, you only can use it when your character is dead. You don't want to be using it instantly, because if you use it instantly, then you're not going to have it for when later when you have no health. If I'm at Ragnar with full health, why would I use Resistance Blade when I'm not going to regen any health max? You don't even want to use it when you're at half health or something like that. Also, something that's unique for Resistance Blades is that it's really good for instant killing. If you're at 9 bars, you have this thing called Astro that you hit down, 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 and DNC, and you get something like this. Now, no matter who or what they are, they're hit by that, it's over. Game is over. Now, there are really, really big conditions that make this more balanced than it is. First of all, you have to have 9 bars. Now, you don't go to instantly 9 bars like I did. I only don't start at 9. Secondly, you have to run level 4, so that's when you can get to 9. So that's something else. 3, your opponent has to be dead. Your opponent, one of your teammates, one of your opponent's characters has to be dead to be able to use this. You can't use it when there's 2 people left for a combat mechanic. They have to have 3 characters. And the 4th one is that, again, you have to hit down, down, down. Now, I'm not saying it's really hard to do that, but to like actually hit it in the middle of a game when people are moving around, trying not to die because their last characters left, they're trying to be cautious, so it's going to be really hard to hit. Again, it is an instant kill, you just have to know where your character is at. Ragnar's not a full team character, so he's not going to have a full, like, really close. Usually it's 9 bars. So if you miss, sorry for something, I don't know what's happened. So, if you miss your move, you're not going to be able to do this. Other things that are in this game are multi-hitting buttons. B and C are, you know, grab. 90% of the characters can actually do something after the grab. I don't know how to work Ragna's, but something like Carmine. If you grab, you can get a combo after. Everyone I'm pretty sure can get a combo after theirs. I just don't know how to do Ragna's. I don't play Ragna. Just saying he's a basic character, so I put him in there. And then A and D is your DP or Dragon Punch. You are invincible for the first couple frames of it, and you also, people who are in the air jumping, so I put Yosuke to jumping and block everything, so you see no matter what move I do, they're gonna be, no matter what I do. If I do DP, they can't block it. It's impossible to block. Some characters have a multi-hitting DP, which is really good. Which is really good for just doing damage. If you want to end up a combo with DP, some characters can do extra damage. Some characters, yeah, as you see, some characters can do extra damage. Some characters actually can do it in the air too. Not all characters, but some characters can. As you see, Ragna can, but if I go to Carmine, Carmine can do it in the air. Now we go to people's skills. Everyone has a quadruple forward skill and a quadruple back skill. There's different variations. So the A button, the B button, the C button, the C button. C button, as I said before, uses a bar. A and B are just different versions of it. Some characters are like completely different, like Ragna's, while others, like Carmine, are just the same but like different. Some characters actually have a quarter circle forward or back C that don't use any XP. Something like Carmine, it's just an extended range. He has a short, a medium, and a long move. That's all it. That's why it has a long range. While Ragna, if he does the quadruple back or forward, he's gonna be able to do it. It uses bar. Now, doing it in the air, certain characters can do theirs in the air. Some people can't. Ragna's quadruple back works, but not his quadruple forward. Carmine's quadruple back doesn't work, but quadruple forward does. So you need to know what characters can do what. You normally end off a combo with this type of thing, like that. Ooh. Which is really good. The end off combos and stuff like that. Something I did not go over before when I was in Resident Blaze. You cannot do any type of ulti when you're in doing a skill. So if you do a skill like that, you can't do a distortion right after. Now, if you're in Resonance Blaze and try to do it, no matter what level it is, you can do distortion after, which is really good. Also, distortions change when you're in this mode. So if I went to, what if I did Ragna's grab? Nothing much. Now if I do in distortion, it changes a lot, does more damage, and with Ragna's unique skill, where he gains health from doing stuff, you gain more health, which is really important for Ragna in his gameplay. Something you also need to kind of mind in is that depending on what anime characters you choose from, Persona 4, BlazBlue, with the In-Birth and Ruby, they all have different techniques. So Ruby characters can do a skill, something like, what is it, this, after a heavy. So like Ragna can, after a heavy, they can do it in the air. With Persona characters, they have their personas. I can't really find anything right now. I'm pretty sure it's just their personas, you know, they have an extra character. But they also do take damage from their persona, so just watch out when you're sending it out. In-birth characters are pretty unique. since I think they're probably one of the best brands or the animes that are in here that they can mix up their buttons. So when you do a combo with any type of string, you can only do A, B, B into C. If you do a down heavy, you can't combo anything after that. Now, in-burst characters can do down heavy into a medium, down heavy to down up, and then it's just a combo after that. You can do medium into, you can do medium into, hold up, you can do light, medium. You can just switch up your buttons no matter which direction you do it. Something that any other brand can't do. Ragnar can't switch this down. You can't even do down heavy into anything else with any other brand. So I'm really liking the in-burst characters. I wouldn't say they're beginner friendly, but I wouldn't say they're most advanced because they don't have. They're just more. They have more combo potential. I'm pretty sure Persona characters more of the harder characters in my opinion. And the BlazBlue characters, I couldn't really find anything. I'm just thinking they're more of like the basic characters since it is their game and they have all their stuff in the last games and stuff like that. So that's more what they're unique for. I'm thinking the BlazBlue characters and the Ruby characters are more of the beginner-friendly characters, especially since BlazBlue had a game before and Ruby characters are there's only 4 of them. I'm thinking the in-burst characters are the more mid-ground since they have more combo potential. So once you learn all the things in the game, you can do more combos and do more stuff and stuff like that. And then the Persona characters are more of the advanced since you have to take care of not 1 but 2 characters and know where they are. Some Persona characters, Persona characters can send out their Persona and then do a Persona skill, like something like this. You know how if I do core circle forward, you'll start forward. Some characters have their Persona do like a Fury attack. So if I do it from right now, if I did that Fury attack, it would come out from the character, like Yosuke, if he had a Fury attack with the Persona, he would do it from there. But if the Persona was already out, like this, and I did the Fury attack with that one character, then the Persona would do it from where they already are. So I'm thinking they're more difficult, plus you have to take care of the Persona so that they can hit you, take the damage. So if I did something, if Yosuke did his just medium like that, and then he did it and Ragnar hit it, Yosuke takes damage. You see the little tick that goes down a lot of damage if it is damage, and you use the Persona a pretty good amount when you do it. So I think they're more of the harder brand to use. So if you want a basic characters, go to Ruby or BlazBlue, and if you're pretty good with fighting games, go to in-burst. And if you really want to like mess up people and like play some hard characters, go to Persona. I think really the only easy Persona character that's there is Chie. Everyone else has some crazy stuff. There's one girl that can cancel half her moves into dashes. Yosuke is pretty hard because he doesn't have a lot of moves in his kit, so doesn't you is kind of hard. There's this girl with fans and she's pretty hard to use. She's more of a ranger and that's all her mediums are just range attacks. So I'm pretty sure the Personas are more of the harder brand, and then BlazBlue are easier. Other than that, there's nothing different from a fighting game. You have a tag fighting game, you have 2 characters. You have the simple buttons. You have the buttons that send in your partner. You can switch, and then when one of your characters die, you have this crazy evolving move that helps you in the battle. Well, other than that, there's nothing else to talk about. If you have more questions, comment down below what you want to ask. I'm here to help. I want to do more character specific tutorials. I'm probably going to Ruby first because I know more of them, and then I'll go into in-burst because I'm loving them as I told you. Then go into BlazBlue and Persona because I'm still figuring out Persona as I told you, since they are the harder ones. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Comment down below, like, subscribe. See you later. Fighting Freak out.